a cell phone, I'd ask you to take your cell phone and actually turn it off. If you have a white flashlight, make sure that it's turned off and in your pocket so that you're not going to disturb other people. As your eyes adapt to darkness, your pupil opens up. They're able to see things clearly under low light levels. And when somebody turns on a white flashlight, guess what happens? Your pupil closes down. You can't see what you could before. You're liable to stumble over something. All sorts of bad things happen. So, also, if you have a camera and you want to take pictures, I hate to say this, but those usually have flashes on them, and that does the same thing as shining a flashlight at somebody. If you want to take a picture of one of the telescopes, talk to the operator first. They may be able to arrange a time in between groups when you can take a picture. Now, that's what's in the big dome. 36-inch telescope and a 36-foot diameter dome. In the west dome, we have a Schmidt-Cassegrain telescope that has a diameter of 14 inches and also a solar telescope. And in the west dome, this 14-inch telescope has a piece of what looks like glass in the front of it. It's actually a corrector lens that's in the front of the telescope. And it has a primary mirror that's back in the back end and a secondary mirror that's up in the front end, and then the eyepiece that's back here. So it operates much like the big telescope, only it's much smaller. So here's a picture of a young man looking through the C-14 in the west dome. In the east dome, we've got an 18-inch telescope. This is a slightly different configuration. It has a primary mirror down in the lower end of the tube, and a secondary mirror up in the upper end of the tube that's actually a flat mirror at a 45-degree angle. The eyepiece is located on the side of the upper end of the tube. So in order to look through this scope, when it's pointing up, you have to actually get on the ladder. See the yellow ladder on the left-hand side of this picture. And it's a good sturdy ladder. It's not like the little rickety ladders that you use when you're out trying to paint the woodwork on the side of your house. It's actually quite sturdy.